Where we are actually sitting right now, this is the cafe you run in the Scottish Borders in Galashiels.
A lot of challenges. We started in between lockdowns. Obviously, Brexit did not make it easier, but we have no regrets. Every crisis brings opportunity.
But why not combine everything together into one?
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I have two special guests and they are very successful on what they do, and today they had the time to share that with us and maybe give you some good tips so maybe you can use it to build your own business. So with me today it's Neven. Hi Neven.
Hiya. How
and
today?
Fabiano. Hi.
Hi everyone.
Yeah. So guys, can you tell all of the I'm just doing all this fun 6 people who are watching because I'm just starting with that. What is it you do? What is it you do? And I know that people can see on the table a little bit, but if you can tell us in your words, what is it you do? Whoever wants to go first.
Hi, so let me introduce myself first. I'm Neven. So actually, what we're doing, actually we make the handmade soap ourselves in the Scottish border. So all our product, we are using the natural ingredient to make it without any chemical. So this is our aim, to make something to make the people they feel, not only feel healthy, but also to make their life more greener and better.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good. So you are, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. So all the soaps are organic?
I won't say 100% organic, but some ingredient is actually organic. But most of our ingredient is a natural, is fresh. So this is our aim, to make everything fresh.
That's very good. That's very good. So how long is it you are doing it already? When did you start?
I think we run our business. I think we start our business in 2018, and then we have the idea that we want to do something new, we want to do something natural, and then we really make it in 2019.
Yes. When we moved to the borders, we renovated a workshop, and we done some research on the product. We experimented, and we got the formula approved. We registered the formula. And then we started producing.
So when you want to create like a soap and you want to sell them, so do you need to register for that?
Oh yes.
Yes.
And not easy. It's quite complicated because we studied a lot, and then it's very funny that selling the soap, making the soap, it's far more difficult that some people they make the food to sell, because making the food to sell actually is less regulation, it's less formula. But making the soap actually we need to go through, we need to pass so many regulations, we need to do the lab test report, everything. So everything it takes time.
Okay. No, it's quite difficult.
I need a cosmetic safety report done by a chartered chemist, and then after that, when you have the report, you can register the product on the portal with all the ingredients or the formula, and so in the case someone get poison or someone get something from your product, they can easily trace the ingredients.
They can check it out.
I mean, it is a bit debatable if putting handmade natural soap in the same category or highly chemical cosmetics, and possibly even medicated cosmetics.
Maybe it's more dangerous for the people.
They don't really, in my opinion, they don't really match in the same category, but that's the way it is, and that's the regulation we have to follow.
Okay. So, and why have you decided to start with those products like soap and candles and all those things? Why this? Why not something different? Because obviously there's so many things you could decide to open the business. Why this?
I think it's better that you start the story, right?
Well, we go back to September 2017 when more or less whenever we met, more or less at that time, and I was at dinner to some other friends, and they started eliminating chemicals from their house, and we were talking about Aleppo soap, Castile soap, and other things, and then I kind of got curious, and and I decided to go home and try actually to make soap. Something totally different than what we have here. This is a far more refined and several product. And Neven was over for dinner on the days I was making soap, and actually he asked me, "Oh, are you crazy? Why don't you just go downstairs to Tesco, to the supermarket? Why are you working?"
Yeah, and especially if you can just only spend £1, £2 to buy the soap. So what's the point that you spend the whole day to make the shower gel, the castile soap, that kind of thing, right?
But now he makes 90% of the products, and I make the other 10%. So. But Neven used to work in the cosmetic industry.
And as long as we make the soap, and then we realize that actually there is so many soap or so many cleansing product in market. Be honest, it's not good for skin, it's not good for body. So because we study so many ingredients on the product, and then we realize, oh wow, it is so horrible, so terrible. So this is the reason why, and then why if we had chance, why we make the product as natural as possible.
Okay.
And even especially I also work in the cosmetic industry for a few years in Hong Kong. So every time when they launch the new product, they will just tell the people, oh, what is the new story behind the product, but they never tell you what is the actual ingredient of the product.
Okay, I see. So, and and how long do you live actually in Scotland? Because obviously you are not Scottish. So how long are you here, guys?
Well, for me, almost 10 years. I came in March 2013.
Almost 10 years. And
for me, it's 5 years.
And 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good, because 5 years, 10 years, and you do this already 3-4 years, the soap business.
And especially in I think in Scotland there is so many chance for so many people, right?
Yes. It's a very welcoming. Scotland is a very welcoming and open-minded country, so definitely for me, but I believe for Neven as well. I feel
I think we both agree that we love Scotland because of the diversity.
So before we will move further, because I have a question. So not only that you started 3 years ago making a soap, but where we are actually sitting right now, this is the cafe you run in the Scottish Borders in Galashiels. So the soap just didn't stop there. You want to grow, you want to create, you opened another business. And that's where we have the privilege to sit and shoot this video, which is very good. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And another question what I had, like, okay, so let's say you started making the soap, you had this formula, you know what you want to make, but how now you're gonna get it to people to sell? Because this is quite difficult, right?
Especially it's very difficult. Because we start our business during the pandemic. So as a new company and selling the product during the pandemic is not that easy. Imagine that there is so many physical shops that closed. So we have no chance to sell the product direct to the customers. So that's why, and then we try to sell our product online in that moment. But it's very difficult as well.
The cost of advertisement. So when we had to, in March 2020, shops has closed. So we had a decent start, a decent good Christmas in 2019. The first 2 months, January and February 2020, were not bad. But then when shops started to close, we had our stock there. We had to run a bit around.
Okay, so you had the stock in the shops?
In a few shops. Not many, because
in other
we were new, but in other gift shops. And,
so did you go there, approach them if they would be willing to sell your product?
Yes.
Yes.
And after that, we had them. As I said, we had a decent Christmas, but then we had to rush and go and collect the products because shops were closing. And so
and then during the pandemic, and there's nothing to do, and then we try to think about, what can we do for our product? So, and suddenly that is the opportunity that that is the empty shops in Galashiels. So we are thinking about maybe after the first lockdown, maybe it's a good chance. Maybe we open our own business, we sell our own product. So this is the reason why now we are sitting in our cafe.
It's, a lot of people think that cosmetics and cafe do not match together. But if you go in other parts of the world, many cosmetic brands they actually have cafes, like even Chanel, Kiehl's. Lancome, especially in East Asia and Southeast Asia. For us, it's more about the connect release, about something that is handmade and natural, and so that's the link.
And especially for us, that because office we are not a Scottish, and then we are different culture. So sometimes we want to bring a different culture to the local people as well. So thinking about that. Actually, this is the natural product. At the same time, we offer the flash natural ingredient in our cafe as well. At the same time, we can also introduce our own culture to the local people. So why not combine everything together into one?
Okay. Very good. So when the lockdown came, the shops were closed, and you started to try to sell online. So what was the approach? How did you go about that?
Well, it has been a bit tricky. I should say that we did have one side that was not so successful in selling online, and the other that was reasonably successful. So the direct sales through our website, I mean, like the cost of advertisement was just too high, and especially if I think on using Google Merchant Services or to have our products that if I did the optimization, it will cost a lot. If I paid someone to do it, it will bring down the cost of advertisement, but I will have to pay the person, and then I find it became a very competitive space. However, through a few wholesale platforms who specialize in connecting small producer to small retailers and independent retailers, we have been fairly successful. We are quite happy with the result of that. Obviously, there is a selling wholesale is not the healthiest thing for profit, but at the same time, if someone buys 4,000 body band, it means 4,000 people.
They can
or
reach our
a few
product,
thousand will see our product.
So we through that kind of channel to do the promotion to ourselves, to let the people know ourselves. So eventually the people, they will become our retail customers. So they will order our product online, and then it's help us to push the business.
We do have a customer in England, which is through online sales and sometimes we look at the reason we put something on the website. How did you know? How did you discover us? And it's through the word of mouth, through colleagues, through other recommendation, because we don't spend so much in advertisement at the moment. We focus more on the wholesale.
And especially we have the cafe here.
And as you mentioned, like the competition on online to whoever pays more. I mean, they just win. So it's like, obviously, what I'm doing, like a service accommodation. So you can see, like, now we have a lot of bookings coming from booking.com, not Airbnb. But when I'm on YouTube and listening some videos, there is always booking.com advertising. There is less Airbnb advertising. So booking.com is just pushing and pushing and pushing. So after more people booked through that. And it's sometimes difficult to obviously match with these big brands, which they are also organic or pretending to be organic, because I know it's not probably everything true. They can just use different things. So what do you think, how you can, because at the moment, is it due to you are making all this products, right?
Exactly, yes.
So how would you like to grow it? Like, where would you like to be in this specific business, for example, in the next year?
So there are, to be completely honest, there are a lot of challenges because we are going through a very difficult period in the UK, especially with the cafe business. Not now, because we are doing quite well, but our cost of energy will go up from £5,000 a year to £20,000 with the consumption that we had last year, with the projection of consumption for next year. So that's not something that is sustainable, and that will take our energy, will not allow us to to focus on grow our other business and just to keep afloat the cafe and retail side, physical shops. Right? So we are thinking, but that also presents an opportunity because if we change what we do, at least even temporary through the winter, we can focus on our business. We can focus more on producing our products, on being around to trade show, being out to market, and we can both focus on that because now as Neven is mostly focused on REBORN. And then export is one of the things we need to identify. We already have some customers in Asia and in Europe. Obviously, Brexit did not make it easier. We have an advantage though. We are multicultural, and we can use that in our advantage. We know our market of origin at least a bit. Yeah. So that I think is the focus that we want to make. We need to think about probably exporting, but also try to identify in bigger city in the UK where there are more money, where is more affluent, to try to place our products. And,
I think,
and as well grow the online.
I think that we can say that we are more focused on the trade show. We are more focused on the local market, also for the overseas markets as well. Yeah, because just like what Fabiano said that we receive some inquiry from overseas. So, but this is not the area that we are exploring now. But this is an opportunity that in this winter, so we can more extend to that kind of markets.
At the same time, our website needs to be. Our website is working fine now, but we probably need to make it less workload for us, more effective. What we put in, we need to get more out of that. We need to focus on that as well.
Yeah, I really like what you said, Fabiano. You said it twice. When there was the lockdown, there was something happening wrong, and you see an opportunity. And now you said the same, like the cafe is not working, it's not going to be working that well because the energy costs, and again you are saying it's not like it's all bad, you said like it seeks the opportunity, and this is very good how you are saying that because this is the right mindset obviously for the business. And a lot of people, when something goes wrong, they are like, oh no, everything goes wrong, and they're just giving up. And I'm just saying that because obviously whoever is listening and they are trying to pursue their business and their product or whatever they do, so just to see like they can see like you two are seeing opportunity with every change. There is something different. So this is very, very cool. And for example, the soap like that, how much costs one soap which is from you like that, guys? If somebody would want to buy, if they go on your website, how much it would be?
I think at this moment our soap, because it's office, you can smell it, it's also natural or it's fresh. So it costs the money for the ingredients. So now every soap it's a £6.10p for each soap.
Yeah. That's very good. I mean, my wife, we buy soaps like that. She goes, I don't know if she bought here already from you guys. I know she always went to some zero waste shop and she bought all these things together. But if it's something good quality, so it costs money.
Some people, they may think, £6.10p is so much for that soap, but don't forget that our soap actually is bigger than the soap in market. Because in market normally the soap is 100 gram, but we are offering is 120 gram. So compared with the price, actually it's much cheaper.
And the thing is, it's always like if you pay more, it's you get the value. So is it like with everything? I mean, if somebody wants something cheap, so this is what they get, and after they'll need to buy again next year.
But at the same time, when you read the ingredient, maybe you don't really know what is that. But here, at least you read it, you know what is that.
Most of our ingredients are edible. And taking before the saponification process, you could actually eat them all.
So, and this is the reason why we always make a joke that you can eat our soap, but we don't suggest.
And it's like you have your ideal clients, so people who appreciate those things, and those are the people who will be buying it. Does it sound like some people don't understand why you should buy a Tesla for 60,000, why you don't buy, I don't know, a Renault Clio for 5,000. So is it different people buy different things because they see different opportunities. So I mean, this is very, very good. You also make some candles like that, yeah?
Yes, it's our soy wax candle. So compared with the normal candle, it's more long-lasting, and we always say that it's also less less pollution because of the ingredient itself.
That smells very nice. It's amazing. And what are these salts? Was it summer Himalayan bath salt? Yeah, this is also from your brand.
Yes.
Okay.
So we blend everything by ourselves. So definitely the salt is not made by ourselves, but we blend.
Yeah, we can make salt.
Yeah.
We're not that old to be able to make salt.
So, but we blend our essential. We blend the essential oil inside, and then the special scents. So when the people they have a spa, and then they can really feel the truth of our mortality experience.
And our products have interesting names. Mostly related to places where we have visited or we would like to visit, or where the ingredients originally come from.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. For example, just like what you see, this one actually is a Hokkaido summer. So actually, it's I think it's one of the famous locations in Japan. Every summer, so they have the full of lavender in the field. So this is the reason why, and then because this is the lavender scent, so this is the reason why that we make this product with this name. And definitely this is the place that we want to travel as well.
Honshu, Kyushu, Shikoku, Hokkaido. This is the island. Hokkaido. I didn't know. Amazing. I didn't know that. So I'm here every day, not every day, every week in your cafe. And because we did the interview, I found out so much about you. You don't tell me those things.
Next time when you come back, I tell you more.
Okay. So so important thing is, you do it naturally. You have the story behind why you started. This is great. You run your own cafe. I know it's having challenges you will have probably because of the energy cost, but we'll see what's going to happen. And now the important thing is how people can connect with you. If somebody would want to buy the soup or maybe make some business with you, because the thing is, what just came to my mind when we are doing this interview, because obviously I run service accommodations and we have over 20 units at the moment. So if we come up to some good deal, so we could maybe give to people as a welcome gift, because we give people welcome gifts. We give them some Prosecco's and things like that. So if we can come to some things what we could work out together, so it'll be cool for us. But I know some of my viewers, they are also running service accommodations, so how they can reach out to you. I'll put the things in the description. So you have a website, Instagram?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
You have the
Instagram,
website.
social media.
Facebook, and as well they can contact us by phone.
And the brand is called REBORN,
REBORN Lifestyle.
REBORN Lifestyle.
So be honest, we also work together with different organizations. So just like recently, and then we have another project. We work together with the film festival, right?
They want to give there is a film festival in our local area, and they want to give the participants with something from the borders. Make a bag with various products from the borders, and so we work together. With them, we provided the soap.
And that, just like what you say, that we are happy to work to different people and then with different projects.
Okay. That's cool. It's amazing. So, I have one more question for you guys. Can you, not the question, but if there is someone who is just listening now and they want to start their own, or maybe they are thinking to start their own business, because it doesn't need to be like property as I am, but maybe they have an idea to start their own business. It doesn't need to be soap, it can be anything. What would be like one advice? What you would tell them, like when they are starting out, like what would be one advice?
I think for me the advice is be patient. Yeah, because I think every business, and then it takes a long time to achieve the goal, to achieve the destination. So it's a pain during the process, but be patient. So,
and it's probably, as you know,
very good.
It's, you put also to add to what Neven said. It's about being resilient, and you know very well that it can be very, very, very difficult. There are times that we put in so much as business owner, and you think, the patient and being resilient, and it may be easy to be discouraged. It's like when we started the cafe, we really struggled to get people into the door, and there was we started in between lockdowns.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the time to build our customer base. Then we had to shut for 4 months.
Yeah.
And then we opened, and everyone thought, oh, the reopening is gonna be great. No, it wasn't, but we noticed, now there's been a year and a half. We open and increase month to month. It is very slow, but we are growing.
Yeah.
More challenges more challenges coming our way do not help. But also we can take it as opportunity. What can we learn? And if we survive this one after the other crisis, we will be stronger.
Yeah.
So it's, I would say, really being patient, being resilient, and try to be rational. Try not to be discouraged and not to act on emotions.
Yeah, that's very good, guys, because a lot of people, they act emotionally when it comes to decisions, and after emotions put them down, and after they just quit or they just give up. Yeah,
and it's hard because
it is,
we are all passionate, and that can make us very, very emotional. At the same time, passion is good, but if it helps us to grow, if it forbids us to change, if it an obstacle, because we need to, even for us, we had a huge menu in our cafe over the winter, and we had to, but we still want to be affordable for our customer. We don't, we try not to pass on all the increase that there have been. And it's very hard, from sourcing products to, without decreasing the quality, to constantly change, to reduce the manpower in the kitchen, to be taking on the role of everything, as you know very well, as company director. We are the cleaner, we are the cook, we are the accountant, we are everything. We need to wear many hats. And
so this is another advance, is a flexibility.
Flexibility. So, but it's, I wasn't happy when we had to make changes. I wasn't happy. I saw it more as, why are we stepping back? But then it's not stepping back. It's changing in a different direction, and we need to be able to change very, very quickly, to be very agile. That's a suggestion I would say. I will give, be agile.
Yes, because sometimes running the business is not just talking about the ourselves. It's also talking about the customer. So what do they like, and then what do they want? So I think as a people who want to run the business, so they need to adjust themselves, and then to be more flexibility, to be more understanding what is the people need.
Especially we are really in unprecedented times with one challenge after the other, but also one opportunity after the other. Every crisis brings opportunity. So we, without the lockdown, I don't think this property would have been available. So I cannot say they will always be successful, but we wouldn't have this without the crisis. But we have been able to take the opportunity. So we really suggest to be agile, if there is a change coming your way, and you need to take a change, take the change for direction.
Very good. This reminds me of saying what Tony Robbins always saying, like a lot of people are saying, like when something happens, especially bad, so they are like, why it's happening to me, and why is this happening to me? And he's always saying, like, your life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So every bad thing leads to something good. There are so many bad things happening to me in my businesses.
Be honest, sometimes we complain, but we know that, yes, we can complain, but you know how to stop it.
It's normal. I also had the cafe, and I had to solve it, and street food business and successful. It's about the changing the approach. If this doesn't work, how I can make it back, change approach, and finally it's gonna work.
As the feedback we get from our customers, from the people that come in, is very positive. So,
and I come here, so that's something.
Exactly. Exactly. And often you wouldn't come if you wouldn't find yourself in a good place. So,
of course.
And we are doing everything we can with it. everything on the line, and we are doing really everything we can. There is nothing more really we can do. You know, we are in unprecedented times, so we are proud of what we built, and we continue to try to build more, to expand, to try to change direction, to survive, but also to strive. But we have no regrets. I personally don't have regrets. Right? Even sometimes I think, it's easy to think, why this is happening? Why? Yes, everyone can say that, and everyone is in the same situation. So, but if we do our best, we shouldn't have any regrets.
Perfect. So amazing, guys. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neven. Thank you, Fabiano. So as I mentioned, I'll put everything into the description so people can reach out to you. And thank you very much again. And guys, for the next week, you need to watch, because next week it's coming on my show. Ryan, he's my client, and he managed to secure 3 deals in a matter of few months, and which makes him, I think it's financial free by now, but let's see what he will tell me on the interview, because I'm really excited for the next one also. So stay tuned and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Ryan started coaching with me, I think at the start of the year of 2022, right? Yeah. So how much is this one is making you an average?
About £1,900.
So 1,900 is like a profit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. So, wow. So, and when did you secure your second deal?
It was about a week after.
A week after?